Hey, Matt! Matt! Dude! The new Bioshock came out!
Hey, man, what's up?
Dude, man! New Bioshock came out today!
Book?
No, the new Bioshock.
Banana.
No. Bioshock.
Beans.
What are we talking about? Bioshock.
Bottle.
No!
Brush.
No!
Barbasol.
The fuck is Barbasol?
Bioshock.
No.
Battlefield.
No, you had it!
Batman!
Batman, no!
Bicycle.
Where did you get a bicycle?
Boxing.
You have boxing gloves too?
Box.
You're in a box. You're in a box.
Balloon shop.
What?
Bean!
What are you doing?
Blood.
What?
Hello everybody, this is Guitarist.
This is Gears of the Dead.
And this is episode 5 of Not So Family Gaming. Today we bring you a list of some pretty interesting things that were a little hard to find, but nonetheless, they were pretty interesting. Starting off with the new gaming console coming out on June 25th. Care to elaborate?
Alright, so the OUYA is really cool.
OUYA, spelled O-U-Y-A.
The OUYA is Android powered. It started off as a...
Android powered as in the people that make the Android phones.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just basically games through the console. So basically, your console is like an Android phone.
But it has its own dashboard. They have a big like a good variety of big studios. Like Square Enix was like, we'll remake Final Fantasy 3 for you.
That doesn't count.
Final Fantasy 3 was fantastic.
Yeah, Square Enix doesn't count. It's a real person thing developer though.
Anyway, but it started off as a Kickstarter. Do you know what Kickstarter is?
No.
Kickstarter is a website where you can put your stuff. Be like, hey, if you donate this money, this is what I'll do. So like a lot of bands are like, hey, donate money, we'll release an album, stuff like that. And
okay.
Sometimes they'll be like, if you donate so much money, we'll give you the single for free or something like that. But it started off like that, and that's the thing about Kickstarter, because Kickstarter, people are afraid that you're making something up, like saying, hey, we're going to make this video game, but it's like, hey, but actually we're just going to take your money.
Right, okay.
But they did do this. They had a dev kit go out to developers, stuff like that. But it's a little cube, and it's a legit thing. Like GameStop, you can pre-order it now.
Oh, that's crazy.
And it's all...
So all the games, though, are downloaded. There's no discs. There's nothing associated with it at all. It's all just going to be downloadable.
Yeah.
Okay.
The controller itself, it kind of looks like an Xbox controller, but it has like a touchpad like the PlayStation 4 controller does. It is HDMI if you want, so you can play all your games in HD.
Now, are they mainstream major games that will be on here, or kind of more games that you don't you normally find?
They didn't really say.
Right.
But here in like Final Fantasy 3 and stuff,
I'm guessing old games or games that aren't the most popular, or
I can guarantee they'll probably have Angry Birds on there.
Probably. So apps and stuff.
The price is pretty good. It's $99.99.
So that's not too bad.
No, it's really good.
Something to look forward to. Look into maybe a little more.
I think it's going to be pretty good.
All right. Yeah. Our next topic: Gears of.
You really into Gears of War now? It's God of War Ascension. It got its hardest level nerfed. Now, what that means is it got its hardest level, which is Trial of Archimedes. It got it really they made it easy for you.
So basically, the game was too hard. Everyone complained, and they made it easier.
Yeah, and like it wasn't even like a small amount of people. Like Sony would have to have a lot of people to be like, "Hey, this is too hard. I don't want to do this if it's not easy." So enough people actually said, "Hey, this is too hard. Can you lower it down?" So a patch was released to actually make that level easier, so people would stop complaining.
Wow, that's I've never honestly even heard of that. Except for maybe Gears of War Judgment, because so many people complain that the game was too hard to play multiplayer. I'm not good at it. So they made the game easier for everyone to play, made it more Call of Duty. So now everyone's like, I love this game. And us all of us old school Gears fans, hardcore gamers of Gears, are stuck playing the game because they know we would get it anyway. And now everyone just... They nerfed Gears. They nerfed the entire game. That's what they did.
I had a hard time playing it.
Yeah, is it easier now though? For you?
No, well, since when I'm playing Gears of War, I have something in my head. It's like, okay, I gotta remember how to play Gears of War, right? So I'll be hitting LB to be like, okay, where am I going? Where are my teammates? And then it's like, throw a grenade.
Well, yeah, and that's different, and that's, I mean, it has its ups and downs. Still,
I'm still used to the whole setup though. Like, I'll be hitting the D-pad to switch my weapons, and I'm like, oh wait, I gotta hit Y now.
Yeah. So, okay. Anyway, off topic. That wasn't even supposed to happen. But those are my feelings on the new Judgment game. And multiplayer is terrible. I thought it was a perfect example. Just they nerfed the entire game itself. So that is my analogy to what they did for God of War Ascension, nerfing the game to make it easier because too many people complained.
That happens.
Which ruins the challenge of the game. Really. I mean, sure, there might be a really hard spot, but if you get past it, you get to be a champion. I don't know. I haven't played it, so I don't know if it's that hard yet. I don't know how it is really, so those people could be right and that it should have been nerfed, but it seems really off to me and weird for a game company to actually nerf their own game.
But anyway, let's go to our next thing, which is, I'm not a big fan of it, but it's Battlefield 4 was officially announced. Now, people knew it was going to come out because last October, if you pre-ordered Medal of Honor, you got a beta key so you can play the beta.
Right.
So it wasn't that people didn't know, but they officially announced it.
With what, a 17-minute game trailer of the entire... There's just single player, right? There's no multiplayer aspect to it yet.
Which kind of actually makes me a little happy. Well, because what I've been told, the single player was very... Single
player in, at least for what I know of Bad Company 2, was... It wasn't the best. There's been better. And Battlefield 3 was kind of the same story. That I heard that it just wasn't that great.
Yeah.
And you know, it's good that they are trying to make single player better because single player is still, and the campaign mode is still something that is part of the game that should be worked on, not just the multiplayer aspect that everyone loves. There's still people who do like to play a single player.
Right. Now, what
Judgment I like has taken away both of those from me. Continue.
Okay. So, now, while they were doing the trailer, we noticed that it was on a new engine, the new Frostbite 3 engine, which made the game look gorgeous. Like,
right.
Battlefield is known for having a great graphic everything, so we weren't really surprised. Well, I wasn't surprised, but seeing how good they are now, it is ridiculous. That it made me... One thing was the graphics that kept me wanting to finish that 17-minute trailer. But it just looked like it had to be on the new PlayStation and Xbox, pretty much.
Right. It'll be coming out for the new next gens of PlayStation and Xbox, but they will also still be coming out for the PS3 and the Xbox 360. So it's something for everyone to still look forward to.
Yeah, it has a release window of fall 2013, by the way.
Wow, that's coming up pretty... I mean, it's not coming up soon, but it seems pretty soon for it to come out, but...
Well, didn't, Battlefield 3, come out, 2 years ago?
I thought, yeah, something like that. You know, I'll never be as into Battlefield as I was when Battlefield 2 was out with Vietnam and all the great stuff that they had with that. That was phenomenal. I don't know. I just hope that they can improve the multiplayer even more because, I mean, I've seen and heard plenty of glitches about the third and its multiplayer things, but I never played it because I've heard so much about it.
Right.
So I never got into it. But that's the new stuff going on, Battlefield 4. Our last topic of the day is Bioshock Infinite 1999.
Mode.
Anyway.
So, there is a way to play the hardest difficulty right as you start. Now, some people are like, I want to start it a little bit easier when you're first going through, and which is what I do. But I'm not talking about this just because it's harder. I want to talk about this as how you actually do it. Now, when you actually do this, you do it at the title screen like normally, but you hit the best thing in the world. You hit up, up, down, down, left, right. But it says cancel, confirm, which I'm guessing a window comes up or something like that. I didn't actually try it, but it just brings back memories. Like when I was playing like Contra and stuff like that. Like, did you ever play Contra as a kid?
Nope.
When you play Contra and you put that code in, it gave you 30 extra lives. So I was like, I'm a badass at this game. Don't tell anyone.
Gotcha.
It just...
No, it's cool when, I mean, do games really even have cheat codes anymore?
Not really. The last game I remember cheat codes for was Mercenaries 2, I think it was. Like, whatever the new Mercenaries is. And you put, there was cheat codes like unlock characters.
Well, sure, there's that. But I mean, like, the old cheat codes where you have to literally, you know, as you're playing the game, you type it in or you do it at the menu screen and you have that cheat mode for the rest of the campaign. I haven't seen a game do that in a long time, excluding Grand Theft Auto because they have that in all the games.
That's a feature now.
Yeah, it is. You go on your cell phone and you're just like, I want a jet engine. Yeah, and it's...
So many people put cheats in the original game that they were like, you know what, it's just going to be an option in that. Like, you're going to go options, cheat code, and like, freaking page upon page. I've never played Grand Theft Auto. Well, I've played a little bit. But I've seen friends be like, hey, you want to see something? Big head mode, tank. I'll be a giraffe if I want. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool to see them bring back the old school cheat, even if it's just a small little thing like that. The mode is really cool because you'll have to approach the game with a lot more strategy. So people who are accustomed to playing Bioshock with just running around or doing things, there's actually it has to add more strategy, which I think is cool.
Yeah.
It may be harder, but for people who love Bioshock, like for how I loved Gears of War 3, like if you have to, you know, add strategy rather than just running in and trying to, you know, mess things up. You know, playing with strategy can be a really cool concept sometimes for any game. So that is about all that we have today. I'd like to thank you guys for watching.
I was going to say, in Borderlands 2, if you're on the title menu and put up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, you actually get a new mode called Wub Wub mode, but it doesn't do anything. They just put it in for a little effect.
Thank you for ruining my goodbye to the audience. Thank you for watching. Please hate Josh. Check out our new GVG, all of our other videos concerning Not So Family Gaming, and all the other videos that we put up. Like, comment, subscribe. Click a button.
Yeah, please tell your friends, family. We've got the office about us.
Click a button.
Comment if there's anything that you want to talk about.
You want to see, talk about, have us discuss, anything. We are up to having episodes that are fully to debates or discussions about a certain game topic or multiple game topics. So, whatever you guys want to see, let us know.
Alright. You guys have a great one.
No, don't tell them things. Yeah.